An elven girl, Arya, is an adventurer. A small beast with an adorable face embraces Arya's fruitful chest. She decides to keep the pet and name it Tama. At first sight, it's just an average cat, but Arya has not yet noticed that Tama is a former knight and that his identity is not a cat, but a young monster on the strongest class of Behemoth. And that's, I am a Behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat and I live as a pet of an elf girl. Again, one of those longer titles. A knight from the town of Naze is reborn into what appears to be a cute kitten, but he's actually a behemoth monster with an S-rank power. Still young, he tries to escape the labyrinth only to be gravely hurt by another S-rank monster. His savior? A buxom elf maid. She treats his wounds and takes him back to her bed to heal. Indebted to her, the kitten she named Tama dedicates himself to helping her out of knightly duty. He learns of her skills and follows her into the labyrinth to watch. She gets into trouble with the monster and he rescues her with his elemental powers. The guild receptionist thinks Tama is an elemental cat, and Tama keeps his other powers hidden as not to be labeled a monster and be killed by the townspeople. I am a behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat and live as a pet of an elf girl is not an isekai, since he is reborn but in the same world and at the same time he was from. He uses that knowledge to help protect Arya and eventually her party of adventurers that form around her. Tama's favorite resting place is the elf's ample cleavage, and many a townspeople is seen to envy and want to be that kitten. Arya tolerates people leering at her because she's an upstanding citizen, but if she's able, she will respond with violence to anyone or anything that tries to lewd her. The story is more on the cute side than the actual adventure area. There's plenty of scenes that happen in battle in the labyrinth, but the story is more focused on Tama and his interaction with Arya and then later the beast girl Vulcan. Like a lot of adventures in fantasy, Arya is dressed more on the limited side, so a lot of skin can be flashed. Also, more than a few scenes are of Tama and the girls playing in bed, as kittens do. You can't really call this a harem manga since the MC is a beast kitten, but Tama seems to gather a bunch of the cute females around him. Most of that reason, though, is that Arya the elf mistrusts males, so she tends to want to party with all females, and none of those females are ever on the weak or helpless area either. Graphics are far from minimum, and the author seems to have cute and busty played down really well. The manga removes a large amount of exposition, especially in the early chapters. This reduces Tama's fight with various monsters to single frame panels. Based on a 86-chapter light novel series published in March of 2018, with only 23 chapters released in English so far, I'm sure Tama and the Knightly Kitten will be able to draw even more female adventurers into his party. If you're a cat lover, then this is a must-read. Wait, you also want a fully armored cat? Say no more. Oh yeah, there's also a busty elf. So that's all for, here goes again, I am a behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat, and I live as a pet of elf girl. Had to say that 3 times now. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden and lesser known mangas. Thanks again. Bye.
Thanks for watching the review of I am Behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat and I live as a pet of elf girl. There is more to watch. So we will see you next time.